Hi, and welcome to the Golden Age Report. We're going to have a great show for you guys today, so be sure to stick around to the end. So let's start out talking about Ukraine. So Forbes puts out an article by a Mr. Axe. Tries to do a nice job cleaning up the Western mainstream narrative around the Azov Battalion. This latest article claims that yes, the Azov Battalion accusations were correct back in 2014, but the Azovs are completely reformed now. It seems that the mainstream was having this little problem with all the previous reports that were out there before. No matter how many new articles they put out there to counter this fact, they couldn't seem to overwrite that old history with much of the population. Well, it took them a whole 10 months to put this together, and it was a valiant effort, but we're not buying it. This smells like it's related to what we mentioned in our latest video, which is Ukraine's effort to rewrite history. On a different front, Ukrainian officials admit they haven't been able to rest their front lines. They have just been pushing hard for media victories. It gets them more Western weapons. Understand that Russia has been conservative and patient, frequently rotating and resting their soldiers. This isn't just some video game, as these are real people with real needs and limitations. You have to think this is going to show up really big pretty soon here. While Ukraine has been focusing on capturing territory, Russia continues to focus on reducing Ukrainian forces and equipment. Speaking of media victories, it seems our man of the year has run into some troubles with his latest stunt. Apparently he had this grand speech planned for the World Cup. Well, it sounds like he wasn't as well liked as he thought. Apparently he got a lot of booze and had to rearrange things. It's great to see that more and more people are waking up to this reality. Sounds like Poland wants an explanation from the Ukrainian government on this exploding package. Note that this was timed with this $18 billion package that was held up in Poland. Not sure if there's any real connection there, but it's certainly curious timing. Also, we're hearing the US is telling the EU this $18 billion package is nowhere near enough to keep Ukraine operating. So on another front, there are constantly more signs that Ukraine is planning this big push to Crimea. Apparently they launched this large-scale drone recon mission all up and down the south bank of the river in Kherson. Looks like they used their GoFundMe drones to carry this out. Apparently there was 17 of them. Also, we are hearing that they launched a probing attack on the Zaporozhye front. The Ukrainian mechanized brigade force of about 50 soldiers attacked the positions of the Russian armed forces. Apparently they have air defense and anti-tank forces, but they're currently without power in the area. We are hearing that Ukraine has longer-range HIMARS launchers as well. It's starting to look like they may move towards Crimea at any moment. In Bakhmut, they are digging trenches, and they have, of course, brought in another large batch of reserves to fill the void. This, of course, falls right into General Armageddon's game plan of reducing men. Recall that Russia has all of Bakhmut under artillery control. Fighting continues on the southern-eastern outskirts of Bakhmut. Russia is attempting to advance further. The English-speaking mercenaries are apparently headed to Soledar to take on Wagner. In Marinka, street fighting continues as the remaining Ukrainian forces are hiding in buildings. Ukraine is bringing in more forces and setting up outposts outside the town to keep this battle going. On another front, there's an interesting note out there that the SBU is forcing residents in Kiev to call their relatives in Crimea. They are making them tell them that they must leave by January 15th as part of some signed agreement. This is thought to be an effort to spread panic. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and pound that like button. There's going to be a lot more coming. We're just getting started.